I just wanted to share a story how we were able to get out of Ukraine. Well, the bombing started from Russians. And what can you grab with yourself except yourself, and not counting your kids because we had Matthew. Um, what do we pack? I mean, of course, we pack our camera gear, um, diapers. Um, we had Matthew's all baby clothes that we had. We were able to pack into one suitcase, and I mean, we woke up like 5 in the morning with a loud bang, um, with echoes and sounds. I woke up through a nap, and I said to my wife, "Was that real?" She said, "Yeah, that was real." And the phone started blowing up, and they were saying that they're just bombing territories that are army based kind of thing. But my wife's sister was a few miles away from us, and she said there's a house burning. Like, that's not a base army. And so then we woke up from a realizing that we gotta get out of there. We gotta get out of there. Our house, our apartment was it's 100 years old, so uh, a small a small explosion will probably break the house apart because it wasn't sturdy, and we had no bomb shelter. So yeah, we messaged our friend, and he said, I'm gonna pick you guys up because taxis weren't taking anybody in. They were Everybody tried to get out. All the gas stations were empty. All the banks were without money. All the debit cards were closed. Um, Nothing electrical worked basically, because they were shutting power out. Um, I mean, you can go to the store and pay with cash, but yeah. So this is our wedding vows ring that our good friend of ours made in Ukraine. Um, this is our commitment to our lives for each other. Um, this is an angel that he made as well. I brought it in a different time, of course, but we were able to grab it right away. I mean, it's just a piece of wood, but it means so much from the heart of a person who made it. And I mean, think about those people who weren't able to even grab something, but this is what he made for me for my birthday. So I just end up taking that. He just wrote it with signature. He's an amazing artist. He's a genius. Architecture. His wife is an amazing artist as well. They're so talented. They make cakes, and their kids are like their kids are gifted as well too. Like, they have so many gifts. He carves into he carves nice, handmade, handcrafted. I haven't still posted that video because of how busy can get with two kids, but I just want to share the story of how we were able to get out of our city, because um, there's a shout out for one of our friends from church as well. He ended up taking a call and saying, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Can you pick us up in 1 hour and bring us to the border, because my wife's brother was waiting for us to get to another town of Ukraine, and because they were surrounding us, they were so." He said, "Yeah, I'll be there." So he was the one who brought us in a little car. It wasn't even like three seated, but we had suitcase for Matthew. We had my case of camera gear and laptop basically and diapers. That's all we had. That's all we did, and me and my wife were just grateful that we were able to um, not even tell a story, but just to say how merciful God is in our life, because we were just we experienced it ourselves, and we experienced that we're basically humans that need shelter, because we are we were very vulnerable. We were cold, but Moldova ended up taking us while we stayed in a couple weeks in the town of Odessa with her grandparents. Um, the things got worse, so we just couldn't stay there, and we decided it was for us to better to keep going west or south, I should say, not south, but yeah, to Moldova. So basically, we got out. Moldovan family, a pastor, ended up taking us in. We were we stayed in his house for a couple hours before they moved us into a different church, where thank God they gave us a room, because we had a newborn. Like, otherwise we would have been sleeping in church with everybody else, where they had mats laying around, each by one section, with a towel to cover yourself, and a pillow, And then in the morning you had to get up early and before church started, so they had to clean up. And while we were there, we were the musicians, so we were just uh, trying to do whatever we could, empty the things that they were bringing them, because it was like a conveyor of people just coming in and getting out, because from Moldova they're putting us in buses. They're putting people in the buses, and just by hour, they're just getting kids and women out, who could and had availability to move, because there was a lot of who stay there. The people from Moldova, they said if the war comes to us, we were just gonna serve the people who need and help. Like, they weren't worrying about themselves. They were caring about. And I'm gonna show in the picture the two pastors that were kind to us, and talked to family from Germany, because we had a chance between going to Poland and Germany, but I figured it was further and closer to United States than Poland, and so we ended up taking a bus like everybody else. I was packed in with kids. Like I said, we were in the back. We had Matthew as a seat, my wife and I. Basically, at the end of the night, I was sleeping on the floor, and we had like kids in the back. Matthew was in my wife's arms, and there was no seats left. We, we were just we got to Germany, and we got in the morning. The ride there was terrible, because they kept charging us like 75 euros, cents, whatever, for a bottle of water, hot water from our baby, at the gas stations, because we couldn't stop like McDonald's, whatever. But the driver ended up stopping at McDonald's 24 hours later. We ended up getting some food and just sharing a story of how we came together in this little bus that are just driving many nations into different area. And so we end up still receiving some breakfast in the morning, and a young couple, Felix and Elisa, um, They took us in for a week, for two, while the documents were processed, the tickets to fly to United States, because with the COVID, they were saying a bunch of stuff, but that's about a different story. But I just wanted to share how when you think somebody's a Nazi or they're mean or somebody, and then you get there and you've been served and they washed your feet, they take you into your house and you realize that those people are not Nazis, but I won't talk about Nazis and stuff, but you guys get the point. It's history is repeating, and apart from Native Americans into Indians, we call them, into Jewish people, into many many nations that were um, terrorized, and they're trying to get rid of and wipe history. This history is repeating itself, and just different nations. And just pray to God that this is gonna be over soon, because I mean, what's next? We were blessed because somebody gave us a hand, and what can we do to help you guys? Maybe a photo shoot or a video. If you're new to this channel, I just want to say thank you that you're watching this, and I hope you want to have a wonderful day. And every like and comment will grow our channel as a family, because I consider you guys as a family, because you guys been with us for such a long time, and I haven't been telling you much because this is just not what I wanted to do, but I guess it's okay to say that I wanted to speak and to share something that was on my heart for a long time. So